Okay, let's prepare the statement of shareholders' equity for Dig the Dogs. Again, you're going to use the accounting equation chart, and to prepare this statement, we're interested in the activity in the far right column, i.e. shareholders' equity column. So let's go through. In this next slide, I have this condensed so we can see it all at once. So this statement, the idea behind it is it's going to report the changes in the owner's investment during the period. And the period could be a month, quarter, or it could be an annual financial statement. But in any event, there's two sections to the statement of shareholders' equity. We have the common stock, that's this column, and then we have the retained earnings column. Okay. Now the common stock is going to tell us about what the owners have contributed to the company. That's their own hard-earned money. Versus the retained earnings column, that basically is representing the amount of earnings that were retained earnings, hence it's the amount of earnings that were kept by the company. So we're going to see it's basically, here's your earnings, net income, and the amount they keep is whatever they didn't pay out in dividends. Okay, so let's go ahead and prepare using this as our guideline. The first three items here are important. Again, you have your company name, the statement title, statement of shareholders' equity, and the period, the time period that this statement covers. And this is for the month ended May 31. So let's go through. The first thing we have here is the common stock, which is the beginning balance. So number 4 here is the beginning balance, and that comes from your prior period's balance sheet. Now, if we had an April 30th balance sheet for a company that had been in business, there would be a different balance here. But this is Dig the Dog's first month of business. The next line item is what we're going to do. And number 5 is we're going to get the stock issued. So that stock issued is 5,000, and that came right off here. So in other words, you're looking for any activity in this column, and that'll give you your ending stock balance, and that's going to show up on the balance sheet as well. So I'm going to scoot this up a little bit. So the ending balance will become, this ending balance will become next period's beginning balance. So in other words, when we do June 30 month end, this beginning common stock will be the 5,000, i.e. the May 31 balance. All right, next we have the retained earnings. The retained earnings, this is number 7. This is your beginning. Again, and just like with the stock, it's from your prior period's balance sheet. It's the earnings kept since the beginning of the company's life. And again, we didn't have any. Then what you do is you add your new earnings. That's net income. And that net income comes right off of the income statement. So here we have the 160, and that's from the income statement we've already prepared earlier. Then what you do is you subtract your dividends. So number 9 is dividends, and it's going to basically be the earnings that you aren't retaining. You're basically giving it to the owners. It's important for you to understand that dividends are not the same as expenses that are on your income statement. Dividends are not on the income statement, and that's because they're not costs that are helping to generate revenues. They're just a disinvestment. Now, after you take your beginning plus net income, you're going to get your ending retained earnings, and your ending retained earnings is basically the sum of those, and it's also going to be on your balance sheet, excuse me. So this is your ending balance, and this is your ending balance, and those will go on your balance sheet. Number 11 is just a total of both common stock and retained earnings. And that is our statement of shareholders' equity. So to summarize, we've got owners who've contributed 5,000. The company has taken that investment, has earned 160 for the owners, giving them 40 of it and keeping 120. So now the owner's claims to the business is a total of 5,120. That's how much is now invested in the company.